Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be doing my June favourites video. I don't have loads of favourites this month, so this is going to be a little bit of a shorter video, but that is definitely not a bad thing. Sometimes it's good to have shorter videos, so I'm just going to kind of jump in and tell you what I've been liking this month. I'm kind of just realising that I don't have too much makeup, but that is fine. Let me start with a YouTube classic. Like, it's so famous, but I want to mention it because I've kind of fallen back in love with it this month, and it's just my Laura Mercier translucent powder, my loose translucent powder, which I've actually almost finished, which is kind of exciting. Mine is just completely broken, so old, and there is hardly anything left. That almost shows even more like how much I love it. I think this gives you such a flawless finish, and what I've been loving about it this month is that I've actually been baking my face and using it to my advantage. I don't really like to bake under my eyes because I just feel like it looks cakey and my under eyes are quite dry, so it just kind of makes it look more dry. But what I've been doing is taking like my damp sponge, which always looks extremely dirty no matter how clean it is, and I just kind of pick up quite a bit of product and then just put it right here, like on my cheeks. Here, then my nose, sometimes my forehead and my chin. And I literally let it sit there for as long as I have. I've let it sit there for like 10 minutes before. And I just find that that helps to control the oil. So especially in this area here and on my nose, if I just bake with this powder and like kind of just leave it for as long as possible to set and really sink into the skin, it actually really helps to stop my face getting oily, and it just kind of keeps everything looking fresher for longer. So I have been loving this recently. I do think this is definitely one of those products that is just worth the hype, and I'm going to repurchase it even though it's like £30 or even more, I'm not sure. It's like crazy expensive, but I'm going to get it again because it's just that good, and I've literally had this for a year and a half. So £30 for like a year and a half isn't actually the worst thing. I think it might be more like 36, but I've been loving this month anyway. The next thing is kind of an old favourite as well. I go back and forth on this, but I just go through phases sometimes where I absolutely adore it, and it's the NYX Rêve de Miel lip balm. I got this recently again, and I've been through like probably 3 or 4 of these. This lip balm is different to anything else I've ever used. It is the perfect lip balm to go under lipstick. It smells really good. Basically, what I do before I put on lipstick is I will usually do my lipstick last, and then I'll exfoliate my lips with Lush lip scrub, of course, and then I'll just like put a little bit of foundation, like leftover concealer, over the top, just to cancel out like the natural colour of my lips because I don't really like it, especially under lipstick. And then I will put a bit of this on and just let it set down. This is like a matte lip balm, and it's just amazing because basically you can put any lipstick on top of it and it won't mess with the consistency of it. So even today I'm wearing a liquid lipstick. I put this on first, then I did a lip liner actually, and then I put the liquid lipstick on. It just means my lips don't feel dry at all. Like, they feel so hydrated. This stuff just like hydrates your lips throughout the day, and that's what I find sometimes is that I'll put on a lipstick or a lip product and it will just dry out my lips. And I want to take it off straight away, but since I've been putting this underneath it again, that has just not been happening. So this is definitely a favourite this month. If you haven't tried this, I definitely would recommend at least trying it out. It's so good. Kind of a random one, mainly because I definitely love like my full coverage foundations, my matte foundations, but it has been so hot this month, and for England this has just been crazy. I think we had like record highs since like the 70s or something. It was like 30, I don't know, I think it was like 34 in London. So full coverage base is just overwhelming. You literally just want to wear like enough to perfect your skin. So I've been going for like more low coverage bases, more of like a BB cream type situation, I'll mention that, and then just like cream face products and a bit of mascara, and that has been it because I couldn't handle it. So I've been reaching for this. It's also a little bit darker than like my natural skin tone because I have a little bit of a tan. It's kind of working. This is the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Hydrating Gel Cream, and I have it in the shade number 3, which is Buttercream, which is actually a really beautiful shade. It's quite like golden, and this is nice because it's a light coverage. You're not going to get too much out of it, but it definitely does have that sort of gel consistency, which is nice for when it's really hot because it just is easy to blend. It just looks natural and it's not too heavy, it's not too much. And I've actually found myself reaching for this, and it's funny because during winter I would never really use this, but just when it's been hot I've just wanted something really simple, really easy, and this has just been like my thing I grabbed and went to, and I'm glad because it was kind of expensive and I wasn't using it at all, so I'm happy that I've actually started to enjoy using it again. I want to mention a brush. I kind of mention brushes every now and again. I definitely do reach for like the same brushes pretty much every day, but I don't think I've ever mentioned this one before. It's from Spectrum, so this is one of their like these brushes. I don't know if they're like unicorn brushes or something. I think I got this in a Glossy box and I'm not sure what it's called, but I will try and find out and put it in the description. I use this for highlighter, and I have had like a love-hate relationship with highlighter. I haven't always used it loads, and then when I did start using it I kind of struggled to find the right brush to use. I used to use a fan brush sometimes, but since I've been using this one it's just kind of been my go-to for highlighter, and I like it because it's tapered so you don't pick up too much product, and then you just can be quite precise because it's not too big, and because it's tapered it kind of just has that precision that you want. So I just take this and I just pack on as much highlight as I want, which is usually too much, especially because I have oily skin, and extra if I'm filming because it can just be like so glowy. And yeah, this has just been my go-to brush for highlighter. I really love it. It's such a cute design, like it's really nice. It's super soft, doesn't shed or anything, and it's purple. The bristles are purple and blue. What more could you ask for? So I just wanted to mention this Spectrum brush. I know they have loads of collections. I've got another brush which is like their white one, which honestly this is so pretty, like white and rose gold. They have such nice packaging. You see them on like Facebook ads and Instagram and stuff, or I do anyway. So just wanted to mention how much I've been loving this, probably for like the past few months, not just this month. The next two things are actually skincare. Like I mentioned, I've been wearing quite simple makeup most days, just a bit of mascara, and I use waterproof mascara, so taking it off at night, it's just a lot of effort. And if I can't be bothered to like go with the cleansing oil, cleansing balms and everything, and I just want to get the mascara off quickly and easily, like here, not with water, then I've been using this. And I am definitely not an eye makeup remover person. Like I've never really been into it. I liked the Rimmel one for a bit. I actually have that there. That's pretty good as well. But I've been using this and it's been doing great. Like, it's been doing a great job. This is the Clinique Take the Day Off Makeup Remover. So this is like a bi-phase one. This is a sample size. You can see I've used like loads. It's basically empty, but I have a few more backups of this. And honestly, it's just been really easy. Like I just take like a cotton pad. My desk is an absolute mess, which is why I can just grab everything so easily. So I just take like a cotton pad, just shake it up, just pop it on, like hold it on my eye for a little bit and then just wipe away, and kind of like circular motions if it needs a little bit of like convincing. But for the most part it's done really good with my waterproof mascara and it's just nice and easy. I've tried the cleansing balm of this as well and it's pretty good, but this has just been like a lifesaver. It's just really quick, easy. You can use it for your lips as well. I mean, you can use it all over your face, but it's not really made for that. It's a little bit oily, but that's, I guess, how it gets off the makeup. So I've been really enjoying this month. And then finally, I've got a product which came in my Birchbox, I want to say. It's from This Works. It's an In Transit Camera Close-Up. And this is a mask, moisturiser and primer in one. I'm still not sure about the mask claim. I wouldn't say I use it for that, but I like to use it as a moisturiser and a primer. So I will usually use this in the morning, and I've pretty much used up this whole sample size, which is 20 ml. So it's kind of like a little bit tacky, so I think that's why it works well as a primer. I just like apply it like a moisturiser and kind of just pat it all in, and I've just found myself reaching for it all the time. Literally it's pretty much empty, like I can't get too much out of it now. I've just been really enjoying this and I'm like extremely tempted to purchase it full size. I'm not sure how much it is, but I just really like it. I like the fact that it's 2 steps in one, because that just makes mornings easier, and anything that makes my mornings easier I love. So I just wanted to mention how much I've been enjoying this as well. And it does work. It works good as a primer. I like it. Okay, that is it for my June favourites. Like I said, not too much to go through this month. Actually, one more thing I wanted to mention. June favourite, yes, but very recent. Today especially, I've been obsessing over Dear Evan Hansen, which is like a musical. It won loads of Tony Awards, and today I've listened to it all the way through 3 times and like half. So 3.5 times I probably will finish listening to it again by the time I go to sleep. And honestly, I'm just obsessed with it. It's amazing. Ben Platt is just incredible. If you haven't listened to it yet, if you haven't heard about it, just go and listen to it. It's so good. So I just wanted to mention that as well. Definitely a favourite this month / today. Okay, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Let me know what one of your favourites has been this month in the comments. And that's it from me today. Subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I will see you in my next one. Bye!